I'm going to just take the marathon.
So we are staying at the Campanile Hotel. It's in southeast Amsterdam and near a district called Gasperplas, in the Dutch pronunciation Gasperplas for most Brits and Americans, I would guess. And our room is 210. It's on a block. Down there where the flags are is the reception and the bar and the restaurant, and then you come up in the elevator to floor number 2 through a little door and out onto this balcony to reach our room. And you get 2 doors to keep the noise down. Not that there's an awful lot of it. And as you come in, there's a light switch for the main light on the wall, which I'll now turn on, and a socket, but obviously that's for the cleaner rather than for people staying here. So you can close this second door, and that's you pretty quiet. You've got a nice big window. No aircon, but the window opens and you've got various catches to keep people out, and there's mesh over the opening so mosquitoes and the like can't get in. There's no thick curtain, instead there is a hand operated metal shutter that comes down on the outside and you have to wind that handle. Very straightforward. We've stayed in Campaniles before and the rooms are always very, very similar. Although sometimes we've actually stayed in one and they have upgraded some aspects a little bit. So yeah, you've got they're really intended for short stays, business travel, probably people just come up for a meeting or something like that. So you've got a little desk with a kettle. You can get paper cups and sachets of coffee and creamer and sugar and little biscuits and what have you down at reception if you want them. In terms of sockets here, you've got one European socket and two USB-As, and the USB-As do work, I use those. A radiator for the winter, which obviously isn't on at the moment. A buffet. Not much by way of a bedside unit, but you've got a switch for a light on the side of the bed, which is, if you turn that on please Ruth. So you can see there's one there as a night light, and I've got one on my side of the bed, just the same. You can see there, and there's the big wall light. But that really is the only main light you've got for the room, so it's not brilliantly well lit. But you've got a socket there, that's the second, and if we come round here, something the same on my side. You've got a socket, you can see I've got an adapter in there, a switch for this main light, and another for a bedside light. And you have got a telly. We've not even turned it on, so I couldn't tell you what channels it's got. I'd expect them to be mostly non-English channels. You might get an odd English one, but we don't use it, and I've got roaming on my phone, so that's easy enough done. The real problem, as you can see here, is storage for more than an odd day. The thing at the top is just a blanking board. There's nothing up there you can use. You've got a shelf where we've got the helmets. You've got some captive hangers, and a couple of shelves, and that's basically it. So we aren't using the hangers really at it. We are a little bit worried because our riding jackets are extremely heavy, and we wouldn't want to start breaking things by trying to hang those on, so we just basically had to stuff things down there. So we've got some of the bags that we use for luggage down there, one in the corner there, my boots just there. So really storage is something we are quite short of. The bathrooms, not bad. All you want, you've got decent toilet paper in that place, a hairdryer which is not particularly hot, little shelf, you get hand towels and small sized bath towels, enough but no more than enough, a sink, lots of hot water, loads and loads of hot water, and soap, and shower. A nice shower again. You've got a double head. You've got a rainfall head and a wand, and you operate those. The left hand side, you turn it one way, you get one head. The other way, you get the other one. The right hand side is usually its temperature, and you got more of your own shampoo in there. So cleanliness isn't a problem. Room is fine. I suspect in some size wise it's probably similar to a lot of cruise ship inside cabins, but as I say, I don't think I could recommend it for anybody for more than 2 or 3 nights, which is all we're doing. Might be a bit easier if you've got a suitcase you can use rather than these small bags which we have to use for the bike. But these places do what they do. The staff have been very friendly. Haven't really had any great problems. The food is just about on the good side of okay. I wouldn't say it was great. The real advantage, I suppose, of this place is it is in quite a nice area, and there is a metro station 200 or 300 yards from the hotel entrance, and it goes straight into the middle of Amsterdam. Takes about 20 minutes, and they operate about every 20-minute intervals all through the day. So it's very convenient for a lot of things, but you wouldn't want to spend more than 2 or 3 nights here, I don't think. So that is the Hotel Campanile, part of a group of Campanile hotels, and they all follow very much the same kind of pattern. The rooms are usually very, very similar. You know, it's like a lot of things, you know exactly what you're going to get. No frills. And we paid around about £100 a night for the 2 of us with breakfast.
Welcome to this daily act of remembrance. May we please ask to remain silent and not to applaud either during or after the ceremony. Thank you. Dames en heren, welkom deze dagelijkse herdenkingsplek. Mogen we jullie verzoeken de stilte te bewaren en niet te applaudisseren gedurende en na de plechtigheid. Dank u.
So we're staying at the Hotel de Loire Valley in Elverdinge, Belgium, which is near Ypres. And as a hotel, it's very nice. There are a few minor shortcomings, but nothing bad, and I certainly wouldn't suggest people not use the hotel. So as you come through the door, we're in room 1. You've got the usual card in the slot for your lights, hot water and so on. You've got a wardrobe which we haven't needed to use. I mean, living out of the motorcycle pannier bags and what have you. You've got some shelving, we've tended to use that more, and we've got a few bickies. It's a very nice sized room. We've not had any issue with this at all. It's considerably bigger than the room at the Campanile, and better set up, I think, in a lot of ways. You've got a nice long desk that can take a couple of seats. There are 2 lights on this wall. You've also got this one, which plugs into one of the 2 sockets, 2 European sockets, as you would expect on there. And you've got a kettle, and you're provided with Lipton's yellow tea, Nescafe Gold instant coffee, and this Neutroma liquid creamer, and as you can see, quite a lot of little hard-boiled sweets. So, hang on, that's a different tea. That is, I presume, chamomile tea, which I wouldn't know, but I haven't drunk it. All I do know is that yellow label tea and Neutroma creamer is not a great combination, but that's personal taste. Tally on the wall, which we haven't used, not something we watch. You've got a nice space here for putting your cases on. We are leaving in the morning, so we are getting things together. This bag goes on top of the tank. Those are my riding trousers, which have got armour. They're got Kevlar in the weave, and you've also got several pieces of plastic armour to protect in the fall. That bag goes on the box on the back of the bike, and then we under here I've got that box goes in one of the side panniers, and Ruth's is down there. I've got a nice little shelf on top of the aircon unit. Oh, excuse me. Keeper's getting to be a tired little boy. But you've also got an opening window which will open on hinges from the right hand side, or it will also fold back and lean down. But it's really nice. The hotel's got a nice area in the back. The lawn's seen better days, but it was really nice. We sat out there when we arrived, waiting for the reception to open, and watched dragonflies chasing each other around over the lawn as they were hunting for flies. So as I say, we're leaving tomorrow, so we're starting to get our gear together. Well, I haven't, but you can see we've got another socket there which Ruth's charging her phone from, and two light switches, one which does these lights behind me on the wall and one for the bedside light, and exactly the same on my side, the bed. You also got lots of little freebies you don't always get, so like there you've got a shoe shine thing in a box. Bathroom's quite a nice size. Sink. You've got a hairdryer. Ruth didn't find it awfully useful this morning. You've got the Spa Collection shampoo. You also got some shower and body lotion, which shower and body wash thing, so I'll be using that. And you've got some body lotion there which I haven't been using, and you've got some more stuff here. You've got things like a vanity kit, some more shoe shine and what have you. So I'm not sure what's in there, but it's nice to have. Toilet in a good place. Water saving thing, toilet brush and what have you, yes. Toilet paper in a good spot. A really big shower with two heads. You turn the right hand knob one way and the overhead shower comes on, and turn it the other way from off, and the wand comes on, and the left hand one is for temperature. You've got a radiator for, obviously it's the winter. It certainly hasn't been the winter. The last few days it's been anything up to 30 degrees, and it's been really hard work wandering around a great big pair of boots, my riding trousers, and carrying my jacket. So under there you've got bath towels, hand towels, and a bath mat. So all in all, a really nice room, and interestingly this room, these 3 nights here have costed exactly the same as the 3 nights bed and breakfast in the Campanile. The only downside that we found so far is that the restaurant here doesn't do evening meals, only breakfast, and there's nothing in Elverdinge for meals either. So last night, or the first night, we'd eaten on the way down from Amsterdam, so we walked to the local corner shop and bought a packet of biscuits and some water, and we had those in the room. Last night we stayed in Ypres for the Mellingate ceremony and ate in Ypres in the evening at a restaurant on the marketplace, the large marketplace, the Grote Markt, I think it would be in Dutch or something like that. Forgive me if I got it horribly wrong. Called Les Halles in French. Very nice, very friendly staff, good food, and not a bad price. So that's the drawback. There's nowhere really around here to get anything to eat in the evening, so you're more eating somewhere else and then coming back. So with that in mind, I will end this tour and thank you for watching.